You know you should be more active on social media, but you want to find out how you can manage it while also running your business. Watch this video to find out how you can experience extreme growth using your social media presence while still managing the day-to-day of running your business. Hi guys, I'm Mallory Graham from MalloryGraham.com. For marketing and small business advice, subscribe to this channel and also hit the bell so you can get notified when I post a brand new video every Tuesday. If you're feeling guilty for not using your social media the way that it could be, by the end of this video, you'll know my 10 tips for how you can start growing your social media presence all while running your business. If you think that it's time to start confidently managing your social media presence, then keep on watching. Tip number 1 for growing your social media presence is to have a strong social media mindset. This means viewing social media as a massive opportunity and something that can really help your business and something that you can be very excited about. If you tell yourself that social media is too hard or something that you do not have time for, then those things will actually be true. If social media is completely new for you, then believe that it will grow your business and that you can do it. You might have to learn some new things, but thanks to Google, there's tons of resources out there that you can learn anything, including social media. For something that can benefit your business so greatly and has such an opportunity to allow you to reach potential customers, then you want to make it a priority to fully embrace that opportunity. So like I said before, you need to really commit to the mindset that social media is powerful and amazing and something that you can use as an opportunity for growth as soon as you learn it and as soon as you start executing. My second tip to decide which social media networks or platforms are the right ones for you to be on. There's 2 things that you want to consider when you're choosing which platforms that you should be on for your business. The first one is your customer. Which platforms are they actually using and which ones are they going to be able to be influenced the most on? The second factor for choosing which platforms you should be on are which platforms or social media networks are the ones that actually let your product or service shine the most. Your business is something that is a physical product that needs to be displayed a lot. Instagram is something that could be very, very powerful for you. If your business involves a lot of community and interaction with other businesses and people, Facebook could be somewhere that you really focus on a lot. If your business sells to other businesses and you're in the B2B space, then being on LinkedIn would obviously be very valuable to focus on. Despite what some of the biggest marketers out there say, you do not want to be on everything. You do not want to stretch yourself too thin as a small business owner. You want to focus on 2 or 3 social media platforms that are right for you and for your customer, and then optimize those platforms. So if you've already created accounts on several platforms, you might want to ask yourself those 2 questions: where your customers are and where you can thrive the most, and maybe think about trimming down on which platforms you're on to maybe 2 or 3 so that you can start feeling more confident and less overwhelmed about all these different platforms that you need to be active on. There's nothing worse than having a profile that is inactive. The third tip for managing your social media for your small business would be to start asking yourself some tough and honest questions. The truth is, a lot of small business owners neglect their social media accounts because they're making excuses based on their business being too busy or not allowing them enough time to be active on social media. I don't know what to do or what might happen if I do something wrong. The reality is that a lot of small business owners that aren't posting is because they feel insecure and they feel afraid that they're going to do something wrong or what people are going to say about their posts. For the sake of your business, your livelihood, for your legacy that you're leaving in your mark on this world, it's important to overcome that fear. We are our harshest critics, and we think that everyone is judging our posts and judging everything that we're exposing in our social media. But the truth is, people aren't that hard on us, and those that are, you need to just ignore them and focus on the people that you're helping. Being honest with yourself and trying to ask yourself, Am I not posting because I really don't have the time, or is it just because I'm afraid and I'm not really sure what I'm doing? If you guys agree that this is a big challenge for small business owners to overcome their fear of posting and sharing their journey with the world, then comment below with agree. My fourth tip for managing your social media would be to create content that brings value to your customers. So you don't want to be constantly talking about your products or services. You want to bring value and solve some of the problems that your customers are having through your content, which will ultimately lead to them trusting in your business. And when they actually are ready to go and ready to buy, then they will choose your business because they've already established that connection and that relationship through all the content that you've been sharing with them so generously. My fifth tip for managing your social media for your small business would be to create content in bulk. Now, the reason that you want to create content in bulk is because sometimes you're going to be busier than other times, and you do not want to be left in a moment where you don't have any content to share or anything to post because it's a really busy time, or you're just not feeling creative. I would recommend creating a content brainstorm full of as many ideas that you can possibly think about and scheduling them out for the next week, 2 weeks, or month, depending on how much you can do. There are 3 different ways that you can collect content and create a content brainstorm. The first method would be to ask yourself what questions customers are consistently coming to you with. The second way that you can brainstorm content is through a method called rapid fire. So with rapid fire, you want to come up with as many ideas as you possibly can without judging yourself or questioning the idea. We want to get as much quantity as possible so that way we can take those ideas later and develop them further and schedule them out. The third way that you can brainstorm content is by looking at the calendar or the seasons of what is coming up. So you want to jump on things that already have hype around them. For example, if Easter is coming up, or Valentine's Day, or Christmas, or whatever holiday is coming up that is either relevant to your industry or to the location that you're living in, you can create content around that holiday and that season that will have a natural buzz flowing with it already. Tip number 6 for managing social media for your small business are to set goals for yourself. Now, this can be done after you've created a whole bunch of content in tip number 5 with the content brainstorm. There are 2 types of goals that you want to set for yourself. The first is your posting goals. How much are we going to set out to post? The second set of goals we want to have are our campaign goals. So for each activity that we are sharing on social media or on our websites or any piece of content that we're putting out there, we want to have an audience in mind that we are targeting for that individual piece of content. What is the purpose of that activity, and what action do we want our audience to take when they see this piece of content and read it or listen to it? Tip number 7 for managing your social media for your small business is to share who you really are. The reason you want to share who you really are is because humans buy from humans. We don't buy from brands anymore. We buy from humans. So understanding who the human is behind the business can help us have a more solid connection with the people that we're buying from and having a relationship with. This doesn't only say who you are, it also says who you are not. By doing this, it will allow your customers to decide whether they like you, whether they feel that connection, and ultimately whether they are going to be loyal to your business or not. Tip number 8 for managing the social media for your small business is to automate your posting with online business tools. Automating this process can ensure that we do all of the work up front, that we're organized about what our content is going to be, and that we have it set up and to be scheduled so that when those busy times come, we already have our posts ready and going out no matter what happens in our business. You want to use a free tool such as Google Sheets to create a calendar for all of your content and know who it's targeting, what information is on those individual posts, when you plan to schedule them out and what the status is on whether they've been scheduled or not, and so forth. When it comes to actually scheduling those posts, there are tools such as Buffer, Hootsuite, and Later that can allow you to schedule all of your posts on the different platforms so that you have your content ready to go and scheduled nicely. Let me know in the comments below what some of your favorite online business tools are for scheduling your social media. Tip number 9 for managing your social media is to model an inspiring leader in your space that is already doing something that you can learn from. You want to look for inspiration and things that you can copy and learn from people that already have been building content for a long time. So they might be in your industry or they might not be in your industry at all, and that's okay. You just want to use your resources to your advantage and learn and experiment and try things that maybe have already worked for people in your space that you are witnessing or following on your social media accounts. One of the biggest things that I believe in, if you want to experience success and you're just starting out, find someone who you're really impressed with in the social media world or on the platforms that you're intending to learn and excel on. Find things that are working for them and things that they've already learned from mistakes and just copy them and maybe change a few things to be more applicable to your business and to your customers. Tip number 10 for managing your social media for your small business is probably the biggest one, which is to remember to be social. There's different ways that you can be social using social media. Include as many other accounts, businesses, and people in your posts as possible. You want to engage with other people, customers, partners, and relevant businesses. By including other businesses and accounts in your posts, this means that your posts will be visible to not only your audience, but also the audience of the people that you've included in your posts. By being visible to their audience, this is one way that will allow you to have a much higher reach, more exposure, and ultimately grow your social media following. Being social also involves engagement with your existing audience. You want to make sure that you're responding to every single comment. Take the time to comment on other relevant accounts. Even if it's only 15 minutes a day or an hour or two a week, this is somewhere to start. If there's anything that you take from this entire list of tips for social media management, this is probably the most important one. So while we are being social, please go to the comments below and share one of your social media accounts and I will go check it out. So now you know exactly how you can start growing your business on social media while you are still running the day-to-day of your business. If you're wanting a more detailed understanding of digital marketing and how you can create a step-by-step digital marketing strategy, I've created a digital marketing strategy guide that is available for free in the links below. If you like this video, please let me know by hitting the like button. Tell me what you liked about it in the comments below. Share it with your friends and also hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you have a great day and I'll see you next time.